Hi everyone, welcome to today's Sunday message. And today I will be talking about Independence Day instead of doing a verse from the Bible. Independence Day is a very important holiday here for us in the United States. It's the day that we won our independence from the British Empire, as you all know. And we will all be celebrating with our families on picnics and fireworks and things like that. And so I just wanted to talk about how, back then we fought on our own soil and we fought for our independence. And today we are dealing with a different type of fight. And I don't even want to call it a fight because, God doesn't fight. We don't need to fight. But we are facing a different type of war, I guess, and it's a war within our minds, right? It's really becoming independent thinkers, right? We all want to think independently. And that is a challenge to do in today's society because we have so many other people's opinions and thoughts and ideas on how we should be thinking, right? And we all are affected by this. And we think we're independent, right? We think we're independent thinkers because, we think with our own minds. But what are we really thinking? Are we really thinking based on what we're hearing from the outside world? Are we thinking based on, the news and what our news media tells us? Are we thinking based on what our entertainment industry is telling us? Our commercials? All these advertisings and billboards and, other people's opinions. So are we really thinking independently? And that is really the thing today that we have to really think about, because thinking independently is thinking from the point of view of God, is it not? It is not thinking from the point of view of humanity, the point of view of this or that, right or wrong, black or white, up or down. It's really thinking as one. And that one thought is the thought of God. And that's where true independence comes from, because when we're thinking from the point of view of God and we're thinking godly thoughts, then it goes above what humanity is thinking. Because God does not think in terms of duality, in terms of right or wrong, black or white, sickness, health, wealth, poverty, things like that. God thinks of the one. There is only one thought, and that is the thought of God. That's the thought of opulence, of love. There's only love. There's no hate in God. There's only love. There's no lack in God. There's only abundance. So are we really thinking independently? And what we ought to do is do our best to separate ourselves from this dualistic type of thinking that the world is offering us. And really what it's doing is it's separating us from our God and from each other, our brothers and sisters. And that's not good. We are all part of the body of God. And if we're thinking from the point of view of what our news media is telling us and what our entertainment industry is telling us and what all these outside institutions and corporations are telling us, then we're not thinking independently. So if we can, separate ourselves from that and say, okay, yeah, this is your opinion and this is how you see the world, but let me see and let me think from the point of view of God, and let me see what God thinks about this situation. And then you will see that it will be totally different than what we are being what is being thrown at us to try and kind of brainwash us into this type of dualistic thinking that only causes harm and only causes separation from our God and from each other. And I know that you can see in the world that the world is pretty much separated. We're not all on the same page. So when you're out and you're with your friends this weekend and you're enjoying yourself, think about what real true independence is, and think about that from God's point of view, and your life is going to change. Anyway, that's our Sunday message for today. I want to thank you for being with me. Always remember that the kingdom of heaven is within you. God bless, and I'll see you next week. Bye.